Hello and welcome, and thank you for joining me today. My name is Christina Dahl, and in this episode, I want to try something new. I've been talking with God about being able to allow those of you that listen that want to be able to participate with me. And so, what I'm going to do, and this is mainly going to be for those of you that know how to spiritually connect. I'm going to offer it to anyone, but if you are connected, I'm going to open up a gateway so that you can be like a spectator to my spirit conversation that we're having today, so that you can watch and see if you desire. So I'm gonna open that up now and give you just a minute to connect. You really just do it with your desires, your intentions to connect and see. If this is unfamiliar to you, don't worry. You can still listen. It'll be the same conversation that we're having. It's just that some of my listeners I know have more of a deeper spiritual connection and can actually be able to participate or see what's happening. And I would love to. I like to experiment. I like to be curious. And whenever I'm working with spirit, that's always, or if I'm teaching, it's always going to be, I'm going to encourage you to explore with curiosity. And so I just want to like, hey, I wonder if I can do this. God, is this an option? And so I'll just start with a little bit of explanation of that. From the work that I've been doing, there needs to be a desire, and that desire kind of sparks spirit to see if they can make that happen. So I have a desire to say, okay, I would really like it if maybe those that are listening can connect and see what's going on, or feel or have some sort of deeper connection. I want to leave that open, however that is. And so that you can experience spirit, because you can listen to me talk, but there's so much more value in having that experience as well. And so what happens is that kind of creates like a spark of momentum of that energy for that ability to happen. And then I try and use it, and that, and then it might need to build. And so I've done it a couple times already with other people. And I just want to see what's going to happen. And then you need to keep using it, and that creates momentum, and then that creates growth. And that's the same way that it works for your spiritual gifts. You gotta use them for them to continue to grow and mature and develop. Okay, so enough about that for today. So what I'm doing is I'm being told it's more of a gateway today. It's kind of like I'm creating a room, and you guys are going to have access to that room, almost maybe like it's a glass room and you can see what's going on in the inside. Yeah. So you're spectators, so you can connect to that room. It's really just use your intentions to want to go to this place and connect to Christina through, and all of the energy work that I do is through God, through the loving energy of God, for the highest intentions for all that are listening. I'm just feeling some energy flow. So I was just pausing to see if there was any information I needed to share. So today we're going to meet with the North Star. And I can feel he has something for us. So let's begin. So I see him walk in. He's kind of looking around, and he's like, oh, this is new. Like he's looking at the gateway. And so I was just like, meet my followers, and so he's kind of waving to all of you. And so he walks right up to me, And I can see he's holding something in his hand. At first I thought it was like a pillow, but I think it's more like a map. Yeah, he's saying it's a map. He says, I'm meant to bring this to you. This is where you're meant to go. And so I can feel it's related to the diamond. And if you're new here, the diamond is my modality. It's the gateway. It's a gateway or portal. It's both, I'm being told. And we talked about a little bit with Orion, that it's located within Orion. He's the gatekeeper. And the North Star just said, well, you're the gatekeeper on Earth. So, yes. I'm bringing it to Earth for people to use, is kind of what he means. And then I need to teach people and let others use it. And so I believe it was the last podcast, the one right before this one, where God showed me I had opened new realms. So what I'm feeling is the North Star gives me this map. It's a map to new locations, those new realms, how to get there. And he said, correct. And then he wants to lead me. He wants to lead me part of the way. He wants to get me going. So he grabbed my hand and turned around and started walking. And so what I can see is almost like this glass hallway has been created, and it's almost like you're in moving seats if you're following along, and you're moving along the hallway with us. So I'm walking behind the North Star, and he's leading me down a path. And he's taking me back to a clearing. And so it's familiar to me. So this clearing, I have been doing some work where I had this looking glass. And when I used the looking glass, I could see different paths on the ground, and they were different colors. And at one of those points, I was working with the different directions. And I was specifically working with North by Northwest. Right, and it feels related to that. I don't remember all of those details. It's been a while since I did that. So I'm just kind of like, okay, where are we going? What is he trying to show me? So he's turning around and he wants me to look at the map. So I'm going to hold the map in my hands. I'm going to look down at it. And I can see that only, like, it's a full map. Like if you imagine like an 8.5, 11 piece of paper, just a normal piece of paper, like at the top left corner, only like part of the top corner has been revealed. So he's telling me that's the only place that I've explored. Like if you've ever played Minecraft, for those of you that play video games, I play Minecraft with my daughter and my husband. When you first get the map, you have to explore the areas to open the map. And that's what it looks like. Okay. And so basically he's telling me that I have quite a bit of area that I haven't even explored yet. So I'm asking North by North, is there somewhere that you want me to go today? And he's saying that I can gift this area to my followers if they want to if they've been using the diamond or want to try and use the diamond. They can go to more places, is what you're telling me. Correct, he says. Okay. And so I was just kind of asking, like, is there a way I do that, or is it just by accepting the map? And he says, by accepting the map. Okay, thank you. And he smiled. So he's telling me that if you go in the diamond, then you can meet the North Star. He's available to connect with. Okay. I can kind of see that he's showing me a path that I need to take, but that feels personal to me. And so I'm just asking, like, what do you want me to share now that I'm on the podcast? What do you want me to share with my followers? He says, I want them to explore. I want them to seek. Ask and I will lead. Thank you. And the North Star just wants me to reiterate that you have to ask, you have to seek. You have to want, you have to have that desire for spirit to interfere and influence. They can try and drop hints, but you have to take that step towards that information. Okay. So thank you. Thank you for bringing this. Thank you for opening up this area for us. I asked, is there anything that you want? Is there anything else that you want to share today? And he says he wants to give us enhanced navigation within the diamond. Okay. And it kind of looks like a compass, like a pocket watch, like an old gold pocket watch that opens up and it's a compass, but it's a metaphor for the ability to find our way around the diamond better. And he's telling me that it's an ability that can be used outside the diamond as well. It helps navigate with spirit, helping find spirit, helping connect with spirit. Thank you. Okay, so it's what's happened is it's gone from his hand and it's kind of floating up in space, just kind of hovering there. And so if you would like to receive it, imagine reaching out and accepting it. And I'm just going to imagine putting it in my pocket like it's one of my tools. And I felt the energy flow. Thank you. And it's okay to do that and accept it. If you see nothing, hear nothing, that's fine. Just it's about using your intentions to receive it. Yes, I want that. And you'll receive it. So as that energy flows to us for a little bit, I'm going to just see what's next. So the North Star says that he has a prayer for us to activate the ability. Okay. He says, when you're ready. I'm ready. Okay. He says, I call upon the constellations of the heavens, the gods of the universe, and the energy amongst us to activate the gift of navigation using the North Star. And so it is. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I think that's all that they have for us today. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this experience. I hope you were able to follow along if you tried that. I would love to hear from you if you did try that and were successful. stay tuned for more podcast episodes. If this is your first episode, feel free to visit my website at thelightcode.com and listen to past episodes. Just click on the podcast link. I just feel the North Star is very happy. He's very excited, and thank you. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to close out the gateway. And send you some love energy and gratitude for joining me today. And we'll see you next time. May the peace of God be with you all.